Hey guys, it's Blake here at Smōken Products. Just wanted to come to you today and kind of introduce our new product that we've got out. It's the Cuna by Smōken Products. The Cuna is a new stand made by Smōken Products, and the purpose of this stand was to create a better stand that had four things that we would not compromise. Large storage underneath, so you can put your place setter, your extra grates, that kind of stuff down there, so that you're not leaning them up against a post or whatever when you're not using them. We wanted to have a removable ashtray. You know, when you get your fire lit, you're like, oh man, I forgot to brush out the ash. You can do this while it's hot. This is a galvanized ashtray. Easy to move. So you can actually grip a hold of our 1.5 inch powder coated steel. Makes it very easy to move the green egg around. And then the last was large tables. We wanted tables that would hold, you know, a full pan, you know, while we're preparing, things not falling off of it, those kind of things. All right, so here is the Cuna. It comes in a large and an extra large. So really excited to show you. We've got one here. We're going to go ahead and put it together. This is the large Cuna. It comes in 2 boxes. In the bottom part will be the stand, and the top box has your 2 shelves and the necessary hardware. Heads up on a couple tools you'll need prior to installation. A ratchet is good, 16 millimeter socket, crescent wrench. Pair of scissors is awfully helpful. Our packaging is really good. Rubber mallet, show you this in a little bit, and just some stainless steel cleaner. So let's get started. Here are 2 shelves. There are a right and a left, but I'm going to set these aside for right now, but we'll get back to them. This is our box of hardware. So you're going to find 4 large locking casters. You're going to find the Smōken Products assembly tool for the casters. That's also a bottle opener. So go ahead and break one of those open. And then here is a hardware packet. So I will be doing close-ups once we get into the hardware packet to kind of show you exactly what all these are used for. So 4 casters, Smōken Products bottle opener, caster tool, bag of hardware. Here's our other shelf. On the top, there's a little board here that kind of helps during shipping. Now, the great thing about this is you're just going to lift up the whole assembly. There it is. I'm going to hold that up, move our box, everything out of the way. So we have some straps here. They just need to be cut. Once we have those cut, you're going to find the stabilizing bars. This is the front stabilizing bar. You can tell because it's a much longer bar. This is our back stabilizing bar, so you can see the difference. Also on the front, we'll have our Smōken Products logo here. So set those there. The ashtray. The ashtray comes pre-assembled at the front, with the handle at the front. So one thing you're going to want to remember is the front has longer tubes this way. I'll also show this again once we get the packaging off. This is your grate. I'm going to go ahead and remove this for right now. This grate will only go in or out from the front of the Cuna. All right, so this is the longest part of the assembly, and that is cutting off our plastic wrapping. So now we've got everything undone. So let's open up the hardware pack. So first thing we have here are Smōken Products keychains. Show you where to put those in a little bit. We have 4 large washers. We have 2 locking pins. These are for the shelves. We have our 4 bolts. Our 4 nuts. And then we have 4 little washers right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over so we can get our casters installed. So turn it over. Grab one of your large washers. Put that down. It's best to go ahead and put these in a locking position. Let's turn them upside down. So just do this until they're hand tight. Then you can put them in the unlocking position. Grab the Smōken Products caster tool, bottle opener. Just stick that in here. This is how you can tighten up the wheels to make the casters to make sure they're good and tight. Make sure you do this on all 4. All right. So this is an important thing here, just to help for install. Just go ahead, make sure that you have the front with the longer bars here. Go ahead and install your ashtray. Just so you remember, it'll help you make sure that you're doing the rest of the assembly correct. So at this point, we're going to take the back stabilizing bar. The back stabilizing bar has adjustable bars here, screws, so that you can screw these out or in to make sure that your egg has a good fit. I will tell you that there are some eggs that may only require 2 or 3 of these, but start with 4. We think that most of them going forward will all hold 4. So here we are. Let's go ahead, get this started. Go ahead and let one side slide in. This is when your rubber mount's going to come into play. So I like to lock the casters here. And just tap on your... There you go. Take your bolts. Put those through. And remember, we have these little washers. So we're going to take a little washer and a nut. We'll put that little washer here. Go ahead and screw that on hand tight. The same thing here. At this point, you can go ahead and tighten the back stabilizing bar. All right, so we've got our back stabilizing bar in, we've got it tight. So what I'm going to show you today is actually moving from an egg in a nest over to the Cuna. So the first thing is, let's lock all our casters. We kind of get it positioned. So it's best to do this with 2 people. One thing I should mention is, I did take all the insides out. It makes it much easier. So now we've got it, I'm going to go ahead and unlock the casters. Kind of give us a better view. So one thing that's important once we get to this stage is to make sure that our green egg is up against our back stabilizing screws here. We want it back as far as we can. Trying to get it positioned to straight to start with. One thing to make sure of when you go for this front stabilizing arm is that you can go one of 2 ways. You go underneath the lip here, kind of get it set, then go ahead and take a look at your front stabilizing screws to see if they're going to fit right. I can tell this one's going to be a little tight, so At this point, I'm going to go ahead and take out these front stabilizing screws. All right, so once we get these out, one thing we want to do is make sure our egg is as far back as possible. So just go ahead and push back to make sure. You're going to come in under the lip, just kind of get them set. So they're both in there kind of right now. So at this point, we'll get our rubber mallet. So we've got those in. Take our bolts. Run them through. Got our small washer, and then our nut. Tighten these up. Here we're going to go ahead and put our grate in, and remember this only goes in from the front. There's 2 pins that fit down into these bars. All right, let's go ahead and move to the shelves. There is a right and a left shelf, and these slide into the front stabilizing bar. So we want to get our locking pin. You can do whatever you want to with these, but it's made so you can slide it over the stabilizing bar. Slide your shelf in. This is in the down position. This is the up position. So one thing to know is that kind of use your other hand to kind of balance this and move it up and down. Takes the pressure off the pin, makes it easier to get it in and out. So here is our left shelf. So this is a protective film. Just once you get that removed, take your stainless steel cleaner, clean these off. One nice thing about the stainless steel, and why we wanted stainless steel, is we've had tables, right? The wood looks beautiful the day you buy it, but it's hard to get clean once you spilt a brisket or something on it. So, you know, this today and years from now, you'll always be able to get it clean with just some polish, no elbow grease. All right, so I got my place setter, my cast iron grate. Go ahead and put those underneath there. Got my regular grate in there. So kind of tell the difference here is there's nowhere to put anything on this one. So that was really one of the reasons that we made all this storage and large tables. So we appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one off. Get my Smōken Products cover. All right, so we've got it in my cover. Go ahead and put this on. There we go. Y'all have a great one. Reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you.